Hey, beautiful soul. Welcome back to You're Not Broken, You're Becoming podcast, where we get real, raw, and rooted in healing. I'm your host, Michaela, and today's message, it's simple but heavy. You have to keep going, even when you're tired, even when your heart is aching, even when you don't recognize the reflection in the mirror because of how much life has changed you. You have to keep going. I know what it's like to want to stay in bed and just not deal. It feels like life is passing by and somehow you're still stuck. Not weak, just tired. But hear me, giving up is not your only option. Pausing is okay, crying is okay, screaming into a pillow is okay. But you don't have to stay there because your story doesn't end in the middle of your storm. Healing doesn't always feel like healing. It feels like breaking. It feels like grief. It feels like losing parts of yourself that once felt permanent. But that's the becoming part. You're not broken, you're becoming. And becoming will cost you comfort. It will test your faith, but it will also bring you back home to yourself. I want you to close your eyes and imagine your future self for a moment. The version of you that finally found peace, the version of you that smiles without pretending, the version of you that wakes up and doesn't feel that heavy pit in her chest anymore. That version, she's not far, but she's depending on you to keep going. She's rooting for you every time you wipe those tears and take another step forward. You owe her this fight. Motivation fades, discipline feels cold, but your why, that's what keeps you alive on the darkest days. Your why is the reason you keep showing up when no one else claps for you. It's what whispers to you at night when everything feels hopeless. So let me ask you, why did you start healing? Why did you choose to grow? Why did you say enough is enough? Hold on to that. Your why can't be about proving anyone wrong. It has to be about proving to yourself that you deserve more. More peace, more clarity, more softness in your life. Because you do. There will be moments where quitting feels like relief, where letting go feels easier than holding on. Quitting doesn't make the pain go away, it just delays the healing. The pain you feel now, it has purpose. It's the stretching, the reshaping, the stripping away all of what no longer fits where you're going. You're not going backwards, you're being prepared. And preparation hurts. But what's waiting on the other side of this season? It's peace, not the kind that comes and goes, but the kind that settles in your bones. There's someone who sees you showing up, even when it's hard. Maybe it's your child, maybe it's your friend, maybe it's someone online who doesn't even know your name, but they see your light. You never know who's healing just by watching you not giving up. You don't have to be loud about your process. Your strength is in your quiet persistence. Your power is in the days you don't quit, even when no one sees you. You keep going for the version of you that believes things would get better, for the people quietly watching and finding hope in you, but most importantly for you, because you deserve the life you're working so hard to build, the silent battles, the nights you cry yourself to sleep and still show up the next morning, the moments where you laugh with your friends and go home feeling completely empty, the parts of you no one checks on because you look strong from the outside. I know you're tired of being strong, tired of being the one who always bounces back, tired of pretending like you're okay because it's easier than explaining why you're not. But I want you to hear this. You are doing better than you think. I know no one saw when you got out of bed on that day that felt unbearable. No one noticed when you answered that text, showed up to that job, or smiled when your heart was breaking. But I see it. I see you. And more importantly, God sees it. You don't need to perform your pain to prove how hard you're trying. You don't need to explain your struggles for it to be valid. Sometimes just making it through the day is enough. And if today was one of those days where you didn't feel strong or healed or motivated, you're still here, then I'm proud of you because it takes strength. That's what becoming looks like. Messy, brave, unapplauded, but still real. And maybe nobody told you today, but you're allowed to feel everything you're feeling. You don't need to fix it all at once. You're allowed to just survive sometimes because surviving is a form of strength too. You have to keep going, not because it's easy, not because it's fair, not because you didn't come this far to stop here. Your breakthrough doesn't show up when life gets easier. It shows up when you decide again and again that you're worth the fight. So if today feels heavy, take it moment by moment. And when the voice is in your head tell you you can't do this anymore, answer it back, watch me. Until next time, beautiful soul, keep showing up, keep healing, and remember, you're not broken. You're just simply becoming.